Hi everyone, this is Yulianna Avdeeva. I'm so excited today to send my greetings and to be on air from Chopin Manor in Duszniki-Zdrój. This is an absolutely amazing place and I'm so happy and grateful that I'm able to do it from here. Actually, tomorrow I will be playing the opening concert of the 75th edition of Chopin Festival here in Duszniki-Zdrój, and I'm really delighted to be here with you also from this place where I will be playing tomorrow. Hello Lars, hi Giovanna, hi Michael. So this is, yes, the Chopin Manor in Duszniki-Zdrój. Duszniki-Zdrój is actually a health resort which Chopin visited in 1826, and it is this place is famous for its, of course, wonderful air, wonderful nature, and also for its great water, which Chopin was drinking a lot. And in some letters, he was also a bit kind of complaining about that. He had to, you know, he was quite of a poor health from his early childhood, and somehow the doctors advised him to come here, and that's what happened. That he arrived with his mom and two sisters, with Ludwika and Emilia. And anyway, here also he performed once, and that's why this place is really keeping the spirit of Chopin. And you see his wonderful face here, and this is the stage where I will be playing, and that's how the stage looks like. So Chopin is there, he enjoys the music, and he gives his spirit to everyone who is in the hall, but also, of course, to you through the live stream. Yes, I would like to greet you all first. Hello, hello Topol, hi Alexis. Oh, I see you're on the South French beach. That sounds also nice. Hello to South Korea. I'm sorry I cannot read your name. Hello, Alex. Hello, Jaime. Hello, Marlene, Rafaela, Jose, Marek, Cześć, Roberto. Hello, Michael, Enlize. Oh, Marlene, great to see you all. Sam, hello. Rolf, hello, nice to see you. Yes, this is, hi Jakub, I'm doing very well. I'm so excited to be outside, and of course tomorrow is my first recital, piano recital, since March. And of course, to be honest, I'm I'm excited, and I'm very much looking forward to that, because of course the feeling of stage, the feeling of a live concert, I was missing a lot during these weeks. But I'm just happy to be here again, that this recital will be also here, because this place was also for me somehow very special. I played here first time 10 years ago, before the Chopin competition in August 1820, sorry, I'm thinking about Chopin, no, in August 2010. And I keep wonderful memories about this place, about the people I met here, and of course, basically just the spirit of this wonderful place. Hello, Bill. Hi, Koji. Hi, Joff. Hello, Marlene. Hello, Camille. Hi, Alex. I'm doing well. How are you? Hello to Peru, to Jaime. Hello, Mariam. Hi, Wesley. Great to see you. Good morning. So yes, that's the great news. So I'm excited about tomorrow, and tomorrow the concert will be live streamed. It will be live streamed on the Polish radio Dwójka, and as well as on the YouTube channel of the festival. And tomorrow I will provide you with the link where you can join the recital. I hope you will be able to join it, because yeah, it's a special moment for me, and I will be performing some pieces we have talked about. Hi, Stefano. Hi, Dario. And these are pieces I'm playing tomorrow is Haydn F minor variation. which we have talked about. Then I will play the second ballade by Frédéric Chopin, as well as his Mazurkas, opus 41, and the Polonaise in A-flat major. And in the second half, I will be playing the Fantasy, opus 77 by Ludwig van Beethoven and his Eroica variations. Hello to Mexico. So, hi Daniel. So this is my program for tomorrow, and of course I will share the link with you and will be very excited if you would join it and support me during my first recital since March. Hi Mariam. So, before coming to Chopin's Mazurkas, of course we go on with our Bach project, and tonight we do the G major, Prelude and Fugue from Book I. Hi Robert, great to see you. And this is actually one of the most, probably one of the most brilliant, one of the most virtuoso Preludes and Fugues from Book I. Hi Akiko, hello Ellen. And this is actually, to be honest, the first thing I think about this Prelude and Fugue. It's really very hard to play. It's, as I said, this is probably the proof about this amazing virtuosity which Bach used to have, and this is really, really wonderful. Oh, that's so nice of you to remember my meditation. I know that I played it in 2015. Oh, thanks a lot. Hi, Joanna, to Warsaw. I'm not so far away from you. Hi, Said. So, G major. G major, of course, is a very special tonality. In Baroque time, somehow this was a key which was connected with the benediction, so with a very happy, very special mood. And also Bach did compose some pieces in this key. And also Haydn composed a couple of symphonies in G major. Of course, Mozart's Kleine Nachtmusik is also one of the most famous examples of this key, as well as, of course, the Piano Concerto, number 17. Beethoven 4 is absolutely also divine, absolutely divine, great spiritual piece somehow. So G major has a certain color. Hi Linda, hi Attila, hi Midori, good morning to Tokyo, and hello Ade and Marcos. I hope that we hear each other well. The camera is a little bit far away from the piano so that you can see the setup. This is actually the camera setup for tomorrow's concert. But I will not be able to talk from the piano. It will be too, you will not be able to hear me. So I will talk a little bit here, then well, I'll be going here and there. So the prelude, the prelude is in a very grand, also grand virtuoso style. It's in a way, it's again starts with the broken chords, as we already many times experienced in the preludes. And it has an extreme energy. It's like really wonderful energy which is going on. Hello, Brigitte. And the triplet movement is actually very fast, and it's the left hand is more. It has some jams. Well, basically, it's there are two lines, left and right. One always have this like an engine, this triplet motive, and another one is like more accompanying maybe a string instrument or something like this. And it is really very wonderful the way also Bach uses the modulations there. It's an amazing, wonderful piece, which is very, it's great to play, and it brings a certain wonderful spirit. Exactly, Sam, the Goldberg variations are in G major, absolutely. Hi Enrico, and hello Carlo. So the fugue is actually, to be honest, very tough to play. It's actually only in 3 parts. It has a jig character, very clear folk dance with great scales, actually with a kind of sometimes even dirty, not harmonies, but the way the lines are composed, some notes, if you would stop, that they sound really very dissonant. So that means I assume that the jig in this case is more not a chord dance as we heard them in other fugues, like in Passepied, for instance, in F major, for instance, but this is more a folk dance. So it is my pleasure to perform the G major Prelude and Fugue for you now from Book I. G major Prelude and Fugue from Book I, Johann Sebastian Bach. Well, it's, to be honest, it's not, somehow it feels not so, the responsibility feels to be very high when, you know, Chopin is sitting right on your left side and listening to you. So it's, well, it's a great place. I'm very, very happy to be here. It's really, really amazing. And I'm very grateful to, of course, to the festival and also to Professor Pan Palechny, Piotr Palechny, who made this stream tonight from here also possible. Yes, I agree, Sam, that this is an amazing, amazing fugue with a wonderful spirit, also with great creativity, with some inversions, with some beautiful, beautiful colors, really extremely, extremely joyful piece. So now we are moving to the Frédéric Chopin's music, especially to his Mazurka Land, and I'm using the Bärenreiter edition, which is the Urtext, and I feel very comfortable because I think that the Urtext is the only regional composer's will which we actually have. So that's why I'm using the Urtext Bärenreiter edition. Mugellini is actually, well, Mugellini is very nice, especially that's the edition I have studied Bach as a kid in Moscow. Why I also liked it so much, because the subject was always written out with T, like theme, yeah, T, and if it was in version, it was like T like this, so it was very useful, you know, that you knew immediately without really learning a score where the subject entered. So that was, but basically any edition, I think Busoni or Czerny or also the Bartók edition I would love to see. I know that it exists, but I didn't see it yet, but they are very... I'm back. I'm afraid that I have some difficulties with the connection. Dmitry, hello. Well, I hope you hear me again. I'm back here. The tips to how to memorize Bach. Well, I think to memorize Bach, it would be, it's actually like any other music. I think it is very helpful to be aware of the every single phrase. I would compare it with when you're learning a poem. So basically, I'm relaxed that you hear me. Very nice. Good. Because I had some bad news on my screen, but I'm glad I'm back. So to memorize any piece, but especially Bach, I think it's very helpful really to understand how the phrase is built. It's exactly in the same thing when you're learning a poem or something like this, that you know how where the phrase starts, where it goes to, so that every phrase has a certain shape. And I think in music it's the same thing, and this is what helps to memorize, that you know exactly where the phrase starts, where it goes to, and where it finishes. So the Chopin Mazurkas. Mazurkas are somehow one of my absolute favorite genre by Chopin. I don't know, well, I think I know why, because for me somehow, of course, basically the genre mazurka is very unusual. It's very, well, it's actually a dance, but in Chopin's hands or in his soul, it's, I think it's a very beautiful description, a dance poem, that there are so many emotions. Not even emotions. For me, it is indeed the essence of his music. That's what I said. Why I think so? Because in the mazurkas, the form is quite free. Of course, there are those difficult types of mazurka dance which Chopin uses, and they are always, sometimes they are more obvious, sometimes less. But the absolute, the sharpness of the expression in mazurkas is absolutely amazing. Every note has a very important meaning. Exactly. Mazur, Kajuvek, and Oberek, Marek. Yes, absolutely. And every note is, they are so important because it's always built into a certain phrase, into a certain expression. And it is, for me, it's indeed a reflection of, well, it is a reflection of many emotions of a human being. Hello to Wrocław. Hi, Dariusz. And there are so many colors, there are so many shadows, there are small little changes, little movements of the human being soul, in my opinion, and they are all somehow portrayed in Chopin's mazurkas, because they are very rare, composed in one mood. But sometimes it's even a short piece, like two pages. The Opus 41 number 2, for instance, will be a very short one, just 2.5 pages. But there are several elements there with completely different emotions, with different feelings, different descriptions. Oh, Dario, that's wonderful. 59, basically, Opus 59 is absolutely amazing. And actually, I think for me personally, it's also interesting to see the development of Chopin's mazurka, how much more polyphonic they become in the late period. But also in the mazurkas Opus 41, which I'm using, by the way, like for all Chopin works, I'm using the Polish National Edition. Jan Ekie made this edition that he researched for, I think, more than 3 decades for all original Chopin manuscripts. And this is the result. So this is basically an urtext of Chopin, and this is absolutely, well, my score. Hi, Sergio. Thank you very much. And hi, Hania Tushchechin. Hi, great to see you. Jakub, yeah, absolutely. It is the full palette of all possible human being emotions. So the Opus 41, there are also actually differences about the order of the mazurkas in this opus. So in Jan Ekie edition, in Polish National Edition, which is based on, well, it is not based, but there are 2 versions. The Paris version, which is that the E minor mazurka comes first, B major, A flat major, C sharp minor at the end. And the Leipzig edition, somehow the order there is different. So the C sharp minor is in the beginning. And all editions after, which are based on Leipzig edition, are using this order. But I am playing in the Paris order, so I mean in the Polish National Edition order. So I'm starting with the E minor mazurka, which is probably one of the most special ones because, well, it was composed in 1838 in Mallorca. It also has a name Palman because it was composed in Palma de Mallorca during Chopin's stay, winter there. And it's a rare case when Chopin really quotes some Polish folks music. And it is Guido, of course, I know Benedetti Michelangelo. So the quote is a Polish folk song telling a story about an Alan. This is a cavalierist who is traveling, and the story is about him and his girl, which he's in love with, and it's very full of deep, very actually deep pain, deep sorrow, with very, very, very dark, yeah, that's because Chopin basically very rare quotes, actually almost never quotes any even folks music. So this is this rare case, and the middle part is more warm. It's in B major. It's more somehow really going to another direction. Some kind of dreaming point. But what I wanted also to say, this main melody of the mazurka also is written in a Phrygian mode, which is very typical for Polish national music. I will try to talk louder, but I will not talk too much from the piano. I just wanted to show this is what I mean. So we have E minor. So basically the idea of the mode is that the second scale is low, so that it gives also kind of a somber feeling, in my opinion. So now I would like to perform for you the Mazurka number 1, opus 41 in E minor. E minor Mazurka opus 41. So this is really a very dark, very somehow a piece full of sadness, full of tragic, with some, of course, with some contrasts in the middle part with this beautiful, let's say, variation of the main melody in the middle part, more lyrical and yeah, absolutely amazing, wonderful, wonderful mazurka. So the next one is in B major, completely different character, completely different mood. Well, it's not quite clear whether this mazurka was also composed in Mallorca or not, but anyway, it was printed, or there are some discussions that it might have been composed in Noir, actually. But the spirit of the piece is absolutely wonderful. Jakob, it is a real hard question. I don't know which opus I like, because they are so different. I love the early opuses, like also opus 7 is wonderful, and opus 17 and 30, 33, late one, 59, 50. I don't know, it's so difficult to choose. And once you play them, it's a little bit, this music is intoxicating. It's really, I don't know, it makes me makes me obsessed in a way, but in a way, in a positive where Nicholas, if I wish to have a master class with Chopin, I don't know whether I would be strong. I mean, if I would find the courage to play for him, to be honest. I think yes, and I would, of course, be very interested to ask him some questions about his music, but to be honest, I think, you know, it's so, well, I think that there is also a great chance that every person have is to also to have your own imagination and to just have your own personal vision of Chopin or of Beethoven, Bach, and that's what makes, I think, their music also so so amazing, because every person will perform this music in a different personal way, and also every listener will receive the music and perceive in a very personal way, and I think this makes music so special. So the Mazurka number 2, yes, the B major, the elements there are already in the first beginning are amazing. Apparently, according to William Lenz, which was also a kind of student of Chopin, Chopin was saying about this beginning that these are this is the chord, the sound of the guitar playing chords. Let me. And immediately we have another, maybe Oberek, very Polish element. So this is a combination of maybe some Spanish music, which he might have heard in Mallorca, and the Polish element. So this is what we have already in the first bars. And apparently, that's what Lenz is also saying, that these first bars can be played also in, let's say, accelerating the tempo as they would be coming closer, the guitar players. So this is this combination of these two contrasting elements is already in the beginning. It's really amazing. High mark to Peru. And the middle part is completely, it's a very proud, very, very Polish, very beautiful part actually. And it's based also on a motif which is built on triplets, and it's absolutely wonderful how Chopin, in these 2.5 pages, what he puts in there. Hi, Jeremy. So please enjoy the B major Mazurka from Opus 41 by Frédéric Chopin. Major Mazurka, Opus 41 by Frédéric Chopin. This is really, to be honest, as I read this about these guitar chords, I had a completely different vision of the piece. So sometimes it's helpful to read some sources. Hi, Carla. Nice to see you again. Thank you, Angela. That's very, very kind of you. So this was the B major. Now we're moving on to number 3, which is A flat major. Maybe this is a great contrast to all others. Hi, back to France. A different character, much more lyrical, much more, actually, I don't know, more pleasant, more in a good mood, in a very beautiful, joyful manner. And I will show you what I think what is more interesting about this, because here, I'll show you the score. We all, of course, the sense of mazurka is the third beat, right? But here, it's really a kind of obsession, because here he really literally writes out an accent on the end of this 2-bar phrase, and also here, this ta-ra-ra-ram, ta-ra-ra-ram. It's always, it's repeating itself, and this makes it somehow a little, although it's in a nice mood, but something, you know, it's, something is in the clouds already. Hi, Richard, great to see you, and my greetings to Pittsburgh. So the middle part is more tragic, not tragic, it's more nostalgic, it's more lyrical. So it's, again, this is this very typical contrast combination of Chopin, but also it's not always this big contrast, you know, like from being very sad to being very happy. Sometimes it is just really very, very small shadows, but really small movement in the mood, and this makes this music so special. So the A flat major mazurka, number 49, number 3 by Frédéric Chopin. A-flat major mazurka opus 41, it ends very surprising. There is no end in a way. It just disappears in the ear somehow. And for me, this makes also another sense to play this opus in this order, because then the opening of the C-sharp minor mazurka is absolutely, you know, this A-flat major is somehow, yes, it disappears in the air, and then again from the air, from nothing, the beginning, the first entrance of the C-sharp minor mazurka comes. This mazurka is amazing. That was one of the first mazurkas I remember I have heard as a kid. And it was, again, actually, it's in the same scale, in the Phrygian scale as the, again, another reason, as the E minor, so that there is a kind of arc, you know. So again, this is very dark beginning somehow. And this is a great contrast between this deep sorrow, deep sadness, and real celebration of something very, very, very special. Jakub, absolutely, of course, beauty of music is above hate, anger, and borders. I absolutely agree with that, and that's for sure. His music is also special because it describes, in a way, the entire musical, the nature of the human being. So there are several elements in the C-sharp minor mazurka, more really dancing elements, also more melodical. What I find particularly interesting in the mazurkas that, but it also, of course, Chopin uses, works with those devices also in other pieces, this accumulating of the energy, which takes sometimes it's some lines, sometimes it's some pages, before this real great climax, this explosion happens. And this accumulation is absolutely, in his music, is absolutely unique, because sometimes it's even turning on the same, it feels like he would be turning on the same space. And then he reached this climax, and this is then a real great explosion. So the C-sharp minor mazurka, opus 41 for you now. C-sharp minor Mazurka, opus 41 by Frédéric Chopin. This is one of absolutely my personal favorite mazurkas. There are a couple of mazurkas in C-sharp minor, and each of them is really special, is really very strong, and basically somehow it seems that Chopin had a certain admiration for C-sharp minor, because the pieces all mazurkas, but this is, I just adore it. Really, really great piece. So originally I thought I would ask you what is your favorite mazurka, but I will not. I think there are so many of them, and each of them is a real masterpiece, and I'm very happy that I will be playing it tomorrow here in Duszniki-Zdrój, and I would appreciate it a lot if you would join me tomorrow. I will provide the link for the live stream of the concert, which will start at 8 p.m. Central European Time. And that would be amazing if you would join and, yeah, enjoy the music from the Duszniki-Zdrój, from Chopin Manor. Thank you so much, and see you. By the way, next week, because now I'm going on kind of tour, so I will be playing in Wiesbaden on the 12th of August, and then I will be moving to South France. I'm going to Le Pradet, which I will be playing on the 15th. And in La Roque d'Anteron, the wonderful piano festival in La Roque d'Anteron, I will be going there as well. And that's why I thought, because this is an amazing place, I would like to make my stream from there on Sunday, not on Thursday next week, but on Sunday, on August 16th, so that I can share this wonderful place with you. It is an amazing park there, and I'm so excited that this summer the concerts also there will take place. So next week, please join on Sunday, not on Thursday, on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Central European Time, Sunday, August 16th. And see you tomorrow first. Thank you so much. Thanks, Andrea. Nice to see you. Take care. Have a good week. Stay safe and enjoy the wonderful music. Warm regards. Bye.